It started with a hike. A clear June afternoon in the Angeles National Forest. A NASA scientist named Monica Reza was walking just yards behind her friends. And then she wasn't. She'd vanished. No scream, no struggle, no trace, just gone. Like she'd stepped through a door that only she could see. That was June 22nd, 2025. She was just the first. Over the next 8 months, at least 7 more would follow. Scientists, researchers, a retired Air Force general, all connected by a single thread. UFO research. Some vanished without a trace. Others were found dead under circumstances that don't quite add up. And now, Congress wants answers. Tonight we're walking through the timeline, name by name, case by case. And the pattern that's emerging is unsettling. To understand what's happening now, you need to understand what was happening then. December 2017. The New York Times drops a bombshell. The Pentagon had been running a secret UFO program, $22 million a year, investigating things in our skies that couldn't be explained. Suddenly, UFOs weren't fringe anymore. They were UAPs, unidentified aerial phenomena. They were congressional testimony. They were front-page news. And some people who'd spent careers in classified programs, started talking. Whistleblowers, insiders, scientists with access to things most of us will never see. Then, in 2016, something strange showed up in the WikiLeaks dump. Emails from John Podesta, Hillary Clinton's campaign chairman. Among them, a name, William Neal McCasland, retired Air Force Major General. And according to those emails, someone with first-hand knowledge of UFOs and crash retrieval programs. McCasland served in Air Force intelligence for decades. He oversaw classified aerospace research at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the kind of place where rumors live. On February 27, 2026, McCasland walked out of his home in Albuquerque. He left everything behind. His phone, his glasses, his wearable devices. And he never came back. His disappearance came 8 months after Monica Reza vanished in that California forest. Reza was a NASA scientist who co-invented something called Mondaloy, a rocket alloy. She was hiking with friends in the Angeles National Forest. One moment, she was there. The next, she'd simply vanished. Just yards from the people she'd been walking with. 4 days later, June 26th, Melissa Casillas disappeared too. She worked at Los Alamos National Laboratory, and when investigators checked her devices, they'd been wiped clean. An administrative assistant at one of the most sensitive research facilities in America. Gone. Her digital footprint erased. 2 disappearances, 4 days apart, both connected to sensitive government research. It could be coincidence. People disappear every day in America. But then December came. December 12, 2025. A researcher named Jason Thomas went missing. He worked at Novartis, the pharmaceutical giant. His connection to UFO research isn't publicly clear, but his name keeps appearing on the list. 3 days later, December 15th, things got violent. Nuno Loureiro, the head of MIT's Plasma Science and Fusion Center, was attacked at his home. He didn't survive. Plasma physics, fusion research, the kind of cutting-edge science that, if you believe certain theories, might overlap with exotic propulsion. The kind of propulsion that doesn't officially exist. Let me be clear, there's no confirmed evidence that Loureiro was killed because of what he knew. The investigation is ongoing. But his name ended up on a list that keeps getting longer. February 16th, 2026. Astrophysicist Carl Grillmair stepped onto his front porch in the early morning hours. Someone shot him. Grillmair studied dying stars, stellar remnants, deep space anomalies, the kind of work that requires access to powerful telescopes and sensitive data, the kind of data that might show something you weren't supposed to see. Again, no confirmed connection to UFO research. Just another scientist, another violent death, Another name on a list that no one asked for but everyone's starting to notice. Then, 11 days later, McCaslin vanished from his Albuquerque home. The retired general with first-hand knowledge. The man named in the Podesta emails. Investigators confirm they're looking at whether McCaslin's disappearance connects to Reza's. Both had ties to government-funded aerospace research. Both left no trace. March 17, 2026. They found Jason Thomas, the Novartis researcher who'd been missing since December. His body was in a lake. Questions remain. 8 people now. Scientists, researchers, and military officials. All connected, allegedly, to UFO research or sensitive aerospace work. Some missing. Some dead. None explained. By April 2026, Congress had seen enough. Representatives Tim Burchett and Eric Burlison, both members of the House Oversight Committee, demanded FBI involvement. Burlison called the pattern deeply concerning. Sources close to Congress said the disappearances had created a chilling effect. People were now afraid to talk about UFOs. Think about that. We've gone from the government admitting UFOs are real, to witnesses testifying before Congress, to a situation where people are afraid to discuss it. Because the people who know things keep disappearing. The skeptics have a point, of course. There are millions of scientists and researchers in America. People die. People disappear. Sometimes the only pattern is the one you're looking for. But here's what keeps investigators up at night. These weren't random researchers. These were people with access. People with knowledge. People who'd spent careers inside programs that don't officially exist. Monica Reza didn't just work for NASA. She invented materials used in rocket propulsion. The kind of materials that might be reverse engineered from something not built on Earth. If you believe the stories. McCaslin wasn't just any general. He oversaw special programs at Wright-Patterson, the base that's been at the center of UFO conspiracy theories for 70 years, since Roswell and the Podesta emails. They weren't just gossip. They were serious people discussing serious things. And McCaslin's name came up in the context of crash retrieval programs. Now, I want to be careful here. We don't know what's happening. The FBI hasn't confirmed any connection. No arrests have been made. No motive has been established. But if you're following this story, and you're clearly interested if you're still listening, you might want to watch the Congressional UAP hearings. They're public, they're ongoing, and they're getting more interesting. You might also consider looking into the 2016 Podesta emails yourself. They're archived, they're searchable, and they contain context that most news coverage doesn't include. Because here's the thing that haunts me about this story. We keep being told that disclosure is coming, that the government is finally ready to admit what it knows about UFOs. But every time we get close, something happens. A whistleblower backs off. A document gets classified. And now, researchers start disappearing. Is it coincidence? Maybe. Is there a pattern? Investigators think so. Is someone or something ensuring that certain knowledge stays buried? That's the question that won't go away. The count, as of the reporting we have, stands at 8 confirmed cases, but sources close to the investigation suggest the number might be higher. The ones we don't know about yet. Some theories point to foreign adversaries, China, Russia, targeting American scientists for their knowledge. It's happened before. It's documented. It's real. Other theories go deeper. That there are programs within our own government that will do anything to protect their secrets, programs that answer to no one, programs that were never supposed to exist. And then there are the theories that go furthest. That whatever we've recovered from the skies, whatever technology we've been studying for decades, it comes with a cost. And these scientists paid it. I don't know which theory is true. I don't think anyone does. But I know this. 8 people who studied the skies are gone. And the skies, they're still up there, watching. If stories like this keep you up at night, and I know they do, because you're still here, consider subscribing. We dig into the unexplained every week. You might also want to set up alerts for the names we've mentioned tonight. Monica Reza, William McCausland. These cases aren't closed. New information surfaces when you least expect it. And if you know something, if you've seen something, there are secure channels for reporting. The Congressional whistleblower protections exist for a reason. Use them. Because right now, the people asking questions in Congress are doing so because they believe something is deeply wrong. And they need witnesses who are willing to talk. The chilling effect is real. People who might have spoken up are staying quiet now. And every month that passes, the trail gets colder. The questions get harder to answer. Monica Reza's family is still waiting. McCausland's too. They want answers that may never come. Or answers that someone, somewhere, is making sure they'll never find. So the next time you look up at the night sky and wonder what's out there, remember that some people went looking for answers. Real answers. Document answers. And some of them didn't come back. This has been Night Shift Stories. Stay curious. Stay careful. And maybe stay where the light can find you.